Hey. Don't turn it up too loud. I'm about to go live. Come on, live. Yeah, don't turn it up real loud. You can turn it up. So, what's good, everybody? It's Big Game James, man. I'm back in these streets. I'm in these car streets. Who's thing? It's called work. So, I just thought I'd make a quick video and basically talk about this Jerry Jones, the word crash out. Everybody using crash out now. I like that word. I kind of like the crash out word. It makes sense. So Jerry Jones just crashed out. I know we talked about it on the final word a little bit. I'm gonna keep it real. I didn't watch the interview when it happened. I didn't pay attention to that interview. I don't listen to no Jerry Jones interviews. I don't listen to no Stephen Jones. I don't listen to him no more. I'm done. When I told you I was done with these Joneses, I'm done with them. Okay? So I don't listen to that. I hear it from you guys. I hear, did you see, interview, did you? I was like, nope, I ain't hear it. Boston was hitting me up. Did you hear the interview? Nope, I ain't hear none of it. My dog Mike White, you hear the interview? Nope, didn't hear none of it. Because I don't care. But anyway, I do want to address it because I wasn't even going to talk about it. I was just going to talk about this Niners game next week since we didn't do burgers and blitzes because we ain't give a hell. I want to talk about it right now. Just for the simple fact that I didn't even listen to the whole interview. I just looked at the bits and pieces or the juicy pieces that, where he was basically disrespecting them and basically telling them, like, I run this, I do this. You don't tell me what to do. I run this. I pay you what you don't pay them. I mean, just throwing his weight around, basically being crazy. But here's the thing I want to say. Since I've been doing this since 2017, we started in 2017, I love my Cowboys. I've always been a ride and die for my boys, man. Like, ever since I was young, ride and die. Like, that's my mother, that's my family. You say anything about Cowboys, you know it was me. It was there, me defending them, fighting from all that. Once again, I'll say it again. Once I got in media, start meeting all the media people, start seeing all the things behind the scenes, then I'm like, hold up, this thing I used to love, I don't love it as much anymore because it's all this garbage that goes with it. And damn, these Joneses, I knew you was a goofy, Jerry, but you was cool, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, we all seen those championships, right? And that's his only saving grace. Let's be honest. Jerry Jones' only saving grace right now with the Cowboys is those 3 Super Bowls. If he didn't have them 3 Super Bowls, the noise would be even way louder. Them Super Bowls saved even more noise. And when we think about it, Jerry I ain't gonna say he got lucky, but he did it at the right time because, see, when he took over the Cowboys, 89, 90, 89, free agency wasn't big. You could still keep your team together. It wasn't huge. He was young, money. You got a dog-ass coach in Jimmy Johnson who was a football guy. He was a football man. I heard you criticizing those radio guys saying, I ain't really listening to y'all because y'all ain't football dudes. If y'all really want to talk football, you ain't the ones I was talking to. Okay, Jerry says that about the radio people yesterday. But damn, your own coach used to tell you that about 30 years ago. He used to always say, Jerry don't know shit about no football. He used to always clown you and always talk about how you ain't know no football. You know what I'm saying? Now you telling us. So it's cool. Yeah, we know a little bit more than you think we know, Jerry. But I guess because you played football Arkansas and Steven played Arkansas. No, y'all didn't play. And I know Steven didn't play. He was bench warmer. But since y'all played or on the team, y'all know more, please. So anyway, let's talk about that quick rain. That quick rain was quick. Purple rain. It was quick because that first year it was 1-15. The next year was 7-9. We saw the improvements, then we knew it was going to explode after that, right? So your reign was short. It was short. You got 3 Super Bowls. You did. Jimmy and you got 3 Super Bowls. Well, Jimmy and you got 2. Barry Switzer, which is really pretty much Jimmy Johnson's team, got the Super Bowl too. But like I said, free agency had hit, so your reign was very short. Yes, you had Super Bowls, and that's what you're living off of. That's what we Cowboys, all we can live off of. Well, that's all we can live off is them Super Bowls in the 90s, and that's what you live off as a general manager, because as a general manager, you haven't been great. Your decision-making hasn't been great. Picking the coaches, picking the players, drafting, it has not been great. But you enjoyed that short little time because free agency wasn't huge. You had a football man as a coach, and y'all worked hand in hand. But it wasn't you, because once that rain and when you got too big-headed and you said, Jimmy, go, I got this, I'll do this myself, because that's what you're doing right now. I got this, you don't tell me what to do. I'm Jerry Jones. I know this. Look at my organization. I bought them when they was like $50 million. Now we're worth $900 billion. Like, I bought them when they was $500 million. Now they're worth $900 billion. Like, he's going to tell you that. Jerry's a Libra. His birthday's two days before mine. Okay, so I know that brain. And he hard-headed. And let me tell you something about a Libra. See, the older we get, it's harder for us to listen. I'm going to keep it real. You know, I still am learning to adapt, listen. Okay, because the older I get, the less I want nobody telling me what to do. I'm going to keep it real. The older I get, I don't want nobody telling me nothing. So I can only imagine if I feel like that at 50, what Jerry feels like that at 80. And he owns his own team. It's the Dallas Cowboys. That man's like, you don't tell me nothing. So I don't know where we're thinking that us talking about him is going to make him change. Because let me tell you something. Us talking about him in the media saying we don't want him as a GM and we don't want him doing this, he digs his feet even deeper in the sand. Okay? When he hears that noise about he ain't doing a good job and this and that, he goes even deeper, like I really ain't changing, or I really am not moving from this. So this is kind of a rant about him, but like I said, the reign was short. So it's not like he was the greatest GM. You hired a great coach, okay? And free agency wasn't big, so you lucked out with it. Because when the great coach left, you said, I can get anybody to coach the Cowboys. You feel me? I can get anybody to do this. Once he left, the downfall started. You never got another coach like that again who talked back to you and was headstrong. Shane Gailey, innovative, but you ain't give him a chance. Dave Campo, we knew that wasn't going to work. That was a hand-picked defensive coordinator. Everybody knew we were going to be sorry after that. Wade Phillips, great defensive coordinator, but he ain't never won a playoff game, so you just had a lot of talent. Bill Parcells, I was hyped about Parcells just because, you finally got a coach in there, but also a day late, dollar short. We got Parcells when he was ready to retire. He had already retired. Dallas was so effed up, he retired again. You get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't doing this no more. So it really wasn't the real Parcells. It was the shell of himself Parcells. You feel me? A day late, dollar short organization. You see it even with the coaches. Jason Garrett, hell no. That was a terrible move from the get. So guys that you can just really control. No headstrong coaches. And even when you got Parcells said, you want me to do all this stuff, but you don't let me go do it. You still meddling. Parcells even said that back then, and he said, I don't want T.O. He went and got him. So Jerry don't listen to his coaches, don't listen to nobody else. So that rant that you heard, I can only imagine how he talks to his coaches. I can only imagine he talked to players. You don't tell me what to do. We don't see all the behind the scenes, but yeah, you best believe he has that controlling spirit with them coaches and everything else. When we always talk about the call comes from the side, down from up top, it literally does. Ezekiel Elliott got the ball more than Rico after Ezekiel Elliott complained about what was his role. Who brought him in? Was it McCarthy or was it Jerry? Because ever since Jerry brought him in, I saw Ezekiel Elliott start the first game, 10 carries, 40 yards. Don't be deceived by that. He got a 9-yard carry on 3rd and 20. You know what I'm saying? I heard Mr. Elliott. He was on the final word, and much respect to Mr. Elliott, so I ain't dissing him or nothing like that. But you heard what I had to say about Zeke. I didn't back down because Ezekiel Elliott's dad was on the show. I still said what I said. You should have never brought him back. He's a distraction. I told him that. And that's Jerry's fault. Okay? Jerry's fault for bringing Ezekiel back because he's a distraction. Just like Jason Witten when he retired and he came back, everybody, Jason Witten's back, Jason Witten back. He ain't do that. He ain't do nothing. He had like 63 catches for 500-some yards. Nothing. This is the same thing. Ezekiel Elliott left the organization. He's come back. Lame duck year, 2019. Lame duck year, 2024. It's the makings of everything. But here's the biggest thing that I'm saying this as I get ready to close. People hype up Jerry's reign as a GM. He's not a great GM. He's not. He had that short reign of 5 years, 3 Super Bowls, but it was in an era where free agency wasn't a big thing. Once free agency came in, once you didn't have that coach, look at the struggles since then. Look at the struggles. You ain't sniffed the championship game and been nothing but playoff failures. You know how many people, teams have set ungodly kind of records on the Dallas Cowboys since then? Let's keep it real, y'all. And then I'm tired of hearing this Dallas draft's great, or we built through the draft. We built through the draft. That's all I hear from Stephen Jones. We built through the draft. We signed our own. That's false. Because if you look at the drafts, Dallas drafts haven't been great. I can go back to 2012. Who's on that squad with them now? 2013, disaster. Who's on that team that's with the team now? 2014, you still got DeMarcus Lawrence and Zach Martin. They're at the end. We know. I'm saying out those outlanding years. Roll those windows up, please. Those outlanding years. 2014, you got D-Law and Zach Martin, and we've seen how Zach Martin is playing. 2015, who's on the team from that draft? Nobody. 2016, all you got is Dak and Zeke. Dak is your main high-level player. Zeke is a shell of himself. I don't care what anybody tells me, right? That's 2016. 2017, who's on the team? He had 7 rounds. It's only Jordan Lewis. 2018, who's on the team? Nobody. 2019, who's on the team? Only Donovan Wilson. 2020, who's on the team? You gonna like that? I don't care. 2020's on the team. CeeDee Lamb, Diggs. That's it. 2021, who's on the team? Michael Parsons, Osa Ogadazua, and Mukama, who don't play. You had 11 picks. 2022, Tyler Smith, Jake Ferguson. Sam Williams is hurt, and we ain't seen him do nothing yet. Jalen Tolbert, we're thinking, but you still ain't seen him do nothing yet. Deron Bland, he's turned up. Everybody else, I don't even think they're with the team. That's 2022. 2023, last year, Mozzie, we was all disappointed. Luke Schoonmaker is not justified the second-round pick. Who else you got on there? Half that draft is gone. DeMarion Overshown, he's turning up. He looked like he could be a star. And how many of them players have you signed of your own? We built through the draft and signed our own. Your drafts haven't been great. I just showed you where your drafts aren't great. And then if you go back to signing your own, go back in the years and see how many players they've signed on their own since 2016. Go back and do the math, fellas and ladies. Math ain't math and ain't adding up. So when we keep on hearing all these great drafts and all this, I don't see that. Last year, this past season was probably maybe your best draft because all those guys are playing because they're forced to play because you don't do nothing in free agency. Yeah, see? See, they're forced to play and they're forced to have good drafts because they don't get nobody in free agency. Name the top dog free agent that we've got since 2016. Y'all name them. I can't name them. I'm smoking on my live, sorry. Marijuana's legal out here, so who cares? Name a top free agent. And then even when Mike McCarthy, the free agents have been better since Mike McCarthy's been here, but they still been a day late, dollar short. They're always all over 30s. Don Terry Paul, I think he was in his 20s, but he wasn't the Don Terry Paul before. Y'all don't get high-level free agents. Y'all get them when they injured, y'all get them when they cheap, and y'all get them when they old. And then, if you're undrafted, come to Dallas, because Dallas is going to give you a chance. You know why? Because you're even more cheaper. Look how many undrafted free agents Dallas Cowboys have on their team or have went through Dallas. Undrafted free agents. Go through it. Dallas be having a hell of undrafted free agents. Not only do they make the team, they play. And play a lot. What does that tell y'all? Why are we wait? We not going to wake up? We're not going to wake up? We're not going to wake up? Dallas drafts haven't been great. They draft in a high volume. Their drafts haven't been great. They haven't been hitting on all kind of players. And free agency is terrible. They're cheap with it. So, when you play these other teams that go in different free agency, draft decently, sign their own, or go out and get other players that can make a difference for them now or a year or two, it's going to show up later in these games, and it shows up every year. And then if you don't get the coach that's right for the team, it's going to show up. They're showing up now with Mike McCarthy. I thought Mike McCarthy would have more nuts, but he got small nuts too. He a puppet too, or he don't never say nothing back. He don't never talk back. And I can only imagine how Jerry talks to him. You know what I'm saying? And then you got and I'm gonna keep it real. Mike McCarthy, you coached like you in the 90s, bro. So maybe that's what they want. They want to still live in the 90s because that's the only time they won. But you got your old coach, regurgitated, Mike Zimmer, coached with Dallas in the 90s. Now he's back with the team. Do you understand how that's messed up? Ezekiel Elliott, you cut him. He played for another team. You brought him back. What sense does that make? Jason Witten retired, went to the booth. You brought him back out of retirement and trumpeted like he was the next great savior. Look at this organization, y'all. They don't put their best foot forward, but they got high-ass ticket prices. You go to that camp, everything high. Everything high. High-ass ticket prices, high-ass stuff at camp, all that shit high. But they don't want to they don't want to go out and get free agents because they cheap. Oh, we can't spend that money. But they want you to spend your money. But they don't want to spend no money. You don't pay your coaches either. But you want the fans to spend all their money on y'all. And here's the thing. Y'all don't be losing. Y'all keep it and I told y'all how y'all gonna do it. Y'all keep it competitive. Just enough to keep people coming. Bare minimum. But just enough to keep the people coming. Having that hope. False hope. I woke up. I ain't telling y'all, y'all do what y'all want with your own fanhood. But don't nobody from no content creator and no fan tell me how to do my fanhood. Okay? I don't tell you how to do y'all fanhood. Y'all cheer and do how y'all want. Not me. I like the Cowboys. I don't love them no more. I done told y'all that. I don't love the Cowboys no more. Because I don't love them Joneses. They reckon it. They took my zeal and my go hardness. It's just like me going to a job or working for a company I don't want to work for, and all of a sudden I'm having y'all's back and doing everything. No, I ain't doing that shit. I'm just going to do what I need to do and go home. Y'all want me to bleed for this organization? You don't even bleed for me. You want me to go hard for your organization and break my back, but you don't want to give me a raise. What sense does that make? So why should I go out there saying all these great things about the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones don't give a flying F about us? And that's the truth. He cares about your money, and he cares about not losing your money. So yes, he's going to jump in that media and say these concerning things because he don't want to lose your money. But trust and believe, Jerry Jones don't get an F about y'all. Straight up. None of them do. They just want to make sure they stay afloat. So, I've gone about 20 minutes, sorry. But really listen to this, because it's really telling the truth. This ain't just, I can't say it's all factual, but what a lot of things I said were facts. But the fact of the matter is, well, I can't say it's a fact, because I don't know the future. But Dallas ain't winning no more with Jerry. They're going to win games. They're going to have talent, but they ain't winning the big one no more. And it's just going to be fool's gold. That's what it's been, fool's gold. And people are going to keep reaching. As long as there's talent around the building, people are going to have that hope, and that's what he wants to sell, that hope to you. But they ain't going nowhere, dog. I said this was a lame duck season, and if they happen to turn around, I told y'all, great. That's what's up. You ain't going to hear me jumping on, oh, Dallas, yeah, we back. Nope, you won't hear me say that no more. I'm just going to like my team. I'm going to love my team when them Joneses is gone. That probably ain't never going to happen. I'll be dead by then, so I'm just going to like them a lot. So that's my another rant about the Jerry Jones. And you do what you want, but I ain't going all out for this organization no more. Peace. Big Game James. I'm out.